This next section is going to act like a pre-chorus, if you like. So I'm just going to play through this next part and then we'll break it down. Right, we're going to start this next bit on the 10th fret on the low E string. Then we're going to play the 12th fret on the D. Then we're going to add the 10th fret on the B to the 12th fret on the D, and then slide that up, all the way up, so your third finger's on the 17th fret on the D, and your first finger's on the 15th fret on the B. Then you're going to drop down to the 16th fret on the D string, keeping the 15 on the B, and play that twice. Your middle finger is blocking the G string. Then the next part, you're going to be barring the 9th fret across the B and the high E. Then you're going to play it again while hammering on the 12th fret on the B. Okay, so then you're going to include your second finger on the 11th fret on the G along with the 12th fret on the B, and then you're just going to slide that up 2 frets. So far you should have this. Then you're going to keep that same position with your second and third finger and slide it up so your second finger will end up on the 16th fret, and then you'll drop it down again. Then after that, you're just going to play this octave shape where you'll be on the 7th fret on the D and then the 10th fret on the B. Then you're going to have this sliding pattern. So with that, you're going to be barring the 6th fret across the D and the G string with your first finger, and then barring the 7th fret with the B and the high E string. And you're just going to slide up a fret. Kind of take your fingers off the chord and leave your fingers over the strings, and then just go. So you'll have, and you'll do that twice. Then you're going to have this chord sequence, which is just the 12th fret on the D, 11th fret on the G, 12th fret on the B, and then you're just going to play that 2 frets down. Okay, so far at a slow tempo you should have this. For the last part of this pre-chorus section, we're going to go to this chord, which is going to be 7 on the D, 6 on the G, 5 on the B, and then 7 on the high E. Then you're just going to pick individually the strings going the other way. Then strum the chord again and move it up 2 frets. And then hit with another upstroke. So far you should have this. Then just to finish it off, we're going to just bar the 12th fret across the B and the high E, play them, and then just slide off down the guitar. So altogether it should be like this. Okay, for this next chorus section, we're pretty much going to be playing the same sort of thing as what we did the first time round, and there's going to be a few variations on some of the chord shapes. So I'm just going to play through it now, and then I'll break it down. So here we go. Okay, as you can see, a lot of the hammer-ons and pull-offs are fairly similar. For the first part, there's just going to be an extra octave upstroke that we're putting in. So first of all, we're going to play the chorus as we did the first time round. Then on the end of that, we're going to put in an octave shape with an upstroke. That's just going to be the 12th fret on the high E and the 9th fret on the G. So it should sound like this. Then we're going to carry on and play it as normal. So together it should sound like this. Then the second time round is the same as the first chorus that we played. Now we're going to play the riff again, and we're going to put another octave shape in there, but it's still following the same chorus structure that we did before, so it's going to look like this. So you've got the riff again, octave, which is exactly the same as the first chorus that we did. And then we're going to have this bit on the end. So this is going to start on the 7th fret on the A, then we're going to slide from 9 to 11 on the A. Then we're going to play 10 on the low E, 12 on the A, 14 on the D, and then bar across the G and the B on the 14th fret. Okay, now I'm going to play through the second half of this chorus section, again adding in some new bits, so here we go. Right, the second part of the chorus is going to start pretty much the same again with the same riff, so. Okay, then we're going to bar across the 12th fret on the B and the high E string, then hammer onto the 14th fret, covering the same strings. Then we're going to bar the 9th fret across the B and the high E string. Then the 11th fret on the G, 12th fret on the B. Then barring the 9th fret across the G and the B. So we should have this. Then we're going to finish by barring across the 11th fret on the D and the G and bending that up and then down again. And then we're going to bar across the 9th fret on the D and the G string. So together they should sound like this. So with the riff, they should both go together like this. Then we're back to the riff again. Then we've got this next bit. Okay, so we're going to bar the 12th fret across the high E and the B, and then we're going to sort of sweep from the high E string through the B string. Then we're going to play the 11th fret on the G, which is kind of already bent, so we'll have this. Then we're going to play 9 on the G, 11 on the D, then bar across the D and the G string on the 9th fret. Then we're just going to bar the 11th fret, 9th fret and 7th fret across the A and the D strings and just slide down and then play the open E at the end. So we're going to have then we've got the same riff again. Okay, for the bit after the riff, we're just going to bar the 12th fret across the high E and the B. Then we're going to include the 13th fret on the G as well. So we're going to pick from the G string to the high E string. And then while we do that, we're going to hammer on the 14th fret on the G as well. So then while holding that shape, we're then going to introduce the 14th fret on the B as well. So far we should have this. Then while holding that shape, we're going to play another downstroke. Then we're going to play the same sort of chord shape, but without our little finger on the 14th fret on the B. Then pull off from 14 to 13 on the G, and then hammer on 14 on the D. So we've got then while keeping that same shape with our 3rd, 2nd and 1st fingers, we're just going to then add the 14th fret on the high E. Then we're going to slide that up a fret and then down a fret, so. Then we're going to slide the same shape down 2 frets and then play it again. So we're going to have. Then keeping that same shape, we're going to move all the way up, so our 3rd finger and 4th finger are going to be playing the 19th fret and still holding the same shape with the other fingers. And then you'll just play that chord and then pull off down the guitar. So that whole last bit slow should go like this.